What fictional character you want to exist? Most presidents in movies, they seem not to belong to a political party and always do the honorable thing. Man, Bill Pullman would have given the perfect speech to get us through these unprecedented times. Gandalf, he's an angel sent to make sure everything stays cool in the moral world, and he'll make sure no flights ever get cancelled. Uncle Iroh, I was going to say Obi-Wan, but you're right, we need Iroh more. Imagine these guys about to fight. Both are tough AF in their own universes and pretty much one or two below the most powerful beings in the series they appear in. But then again, they'd probably be smart with each other and talk about Anakin/Zuko immediately. Jane Luckpakid, you beat me to it. Could you imagine if our leaders had his sense of morality and competence? My friend. Bro. I'll be your friend. Thanks. A Brad Elflin to solve this political wasteland once and for all. You, social media, and journalists would just ruin it anyway. That's what people don't get about not liking a figure. Santa Claus. Wait, are you saying what I think you're saying? It was all a lie? No. I misunderstood the question. Santa is totally real. I just meant that I want to meet him. Avatar Arn. What an absolute legend. Alien X or Dr. Manhattan. Both can warp reality and make 2020 a much better year without all the bad stuff that happened. Why would Dr. Manhattan give a shit though? Because he loves pussy. Bruce Wayne. Because he is very good at rooting out corruption and bringing justice. I'd agree with you, but with this social media day and age, he'd not only be ratted out, but smeared as a horrible villain, and probably be accused of rape and racism from the mob to take him down. No, seriously. Force is no longer needed to win these days. Misinformation is. John F. Kennedy from Clone High. I know he's actually real, but this version is better. Get off my dinghy, not you. Every single Pokemon except Mr. Mime. You could just ask for Arceus and the rest would be a smooth sailing. Yeah, but then we'd get Mr. Mime and we are back to square one. After the past 4 years, I think the US could do with a President Bartlett or a President Camacho. Shit, I know shit's bad right now with all that COVID bullshit, and the business is closing, and we running out of gloves and face coverings. But I got a solution. Apostrophe. Obi-Wan Kenobi, nuff said. Thanos. Fuck half of you. What if you're in the wrong half? Then it'll wait about 70 years and die of old age. My imaginary GF. I too want my imaginary Gundam fighter to exist. Which one we talking about? Domin is an obvious choice, but a solid one. Only one I'm against is that Italian jobber. Soccer. Willow Rosenberg. It's time, Will. Do your thing. I love Willow, but that would be a lot more dangerous than you can imagine. Perhaps someone who isn't capable of destroying the world in 12H, because grief is horrible and addiction complicated. Maybe one of the bunnies or the cheese man. Captain America. No, seriously. It is nice to have a morally just idol to aspire to. I would go with standard Superman. When his big flaw is his high bar morality, I think having him around would be great. The amount of times he's turned evil and attempted to destroy the world is uncanny. He gets the wrong idea, we're all screwed. Dalina Carlin. The older one. Wouldn't want the younger one on the same continent as me. Can't have the destination without the journey. Toothless. Because dragons. Drive. Doofenshmirtz. Easily one of the best TV dads there is. Death. Discworld. Granny Weather Wax and Samuel Vimes. The world really needs them. I'd like to see the movers and shakers contend with the patrician. Shrek. All praise Shrek. 5 from Umbrella Academy. Godzilla and Friends. Kaiju will restore balance. I would happily get blown to smithereens by radioactive breath fire or smooshed by a giant foot, if it means I get to watch the fight first. Lucifer from Well Lucifer, he just seems like a chill guy to get wasted and do cocaine with. Aragorn. Son of Arathorn. Peter Parker. Diane from 7 Deadly Sins. Do you watch it too? I'm waiting for another season on Netflix. Yeah, my ex got me into it. Same boat. Can't wait for more. No one said Spider-Man yet. Question mark? Fox Mulder. Samwise Gamgee. The bestest friend anyone could hope to meet. I would 100% want to work with Fox Mulder. I want to believe. L from Death Note. He just seems so cool. John Wick. Dean Winchester. Why is this not top comment? Because we don't really need someone who specializes in killing various supernatural entities without any supernatural entities to kill. Harry Dresden. Look, I love the Dresden Files, but I really don't want Harris to exist. Can you imagine what it would do to fire insurance rates? The successful version of myself. He said fictional characters. Gadget Hackwrench from Rescue Rangers. Stop looking at me like that. Goddamn sexy mouse. Look. Let's look at this objectively. She's a cute, sweet-natured, extremely smart, blonde. Really the only objective problems here are that she's 3 inches tall and a mouse. But, yeah no. Nobody's perfect. Loki. We would get along very well, and that would mean Asgard existed. Comic Loki might be fun but original Loki, not as much. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Since he lives under the sea, you wouldn't even notice. Unless, of course, you're a scuba diver. Death of Endless. She might be real. Only one way to find out. Sirius Black. It would be pretty funny if we really did get Sirius Black. But he doesn't have any magic. He would just be a goth dude. A goth dude that can turn into a puppy. Batman. Because why not? Leslie Knope. Arthur Morgan from ADR2. I'd love to just have a casual conversation with him. Talking about society. Arthur. We need to get more money. Side note. Grew to love Arthur just as much as I loved John the first time I played through RDR1. The Riemann. You know, I have a long list with me. Luigi from Super Mario. Tylee from Avatar The Last Airbender. By the gods I have a long list, but I'll throw a few out. A bunch of people/beasts from the Inheritance Cycle. Titans from Titanfall. The inner child in me is screaming Pokemon. Master Chief. Cortana, not Genocidal. And Arbiter. Inuyasha's gang plus Sesshomaru and Rin. And more. Edit. Formatting was weird. I don't play Titanfall. But my kid does. So I asked him if he'd want Titans to be real. He gave me a horrified look and said, no. Because that means the IMC will be real. There's a reason everyone's always fighting in that game. And then proceeded to give me an interesting Titanfall history that evolved into an amusing what if scenario involving fighting his curfew with a Titan. So thanks for the laugh. Bucky, Sherlock Holmes, Styles, Damino Watanuki, Tyrion, Jim Gordon in Gotham, Hercule Poirot, indeed, no more unpunished crimes. The original L. Shota Azora and Nico D'Angelo. Keiju. 2020 isn't done yet. You know part of Pacific Rim took place in 2020. So I guess it would make sense for this year. Kiss Shota Sarah Lorian Heart Underblade. Walter White. Rick. Has a whole budget probably die seeing some cool shit. Or not. Cause hasn't but. Astolfo. The God Emperor of Mankind. Humanity needs some serious guidance right about now. Godzilla. He is the one true hero we need to defeat COVID. My dad. Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps. Joseph Joestar. My waifu. She'd leave me, but at least she real. Barn't go to horny jail. Homelander. Bruh, you wishing to get yourself killed or something? None of them. Because in their fiction they are beautiful. They provide our minds with so much creative potential and room to escape reality. None of them could in reality life up to the service they are providing right now. Ron Swanson. Dr. House. Squidward. For some reason I seem to like ornery characters. Oh and Batman. Wei Wuxin. Such a cool and nice dude. Would love to be friends with him. Has also my comfort character, so I would like a hug from him. He'd be sad without Lance and Thought. Jericho Sway. Joker from Persona 5, so he can fix the world for good. Arthur Morgan. Looks at the Dutch van der Linde. Do I have to choose one? Ellie from The Last of Us. Madara Rachaha. It is time for destruction. Link, Zelda, and all the other champions from Bot W, including Revali, D. Cadcherals. Steve from Minecraft. E.T. Santa. Would be great to free gifts at Christmas. Maybe people would actually be better to one another if they were materially compensated. Of course, in order to preserve the spirit of genuine goodwill in interpersonal interactions, Santa would also have to judge people based on their intentions and souls, and not just the material acts alone. Basically, he'd be God on Earth, I guess. So maybe never mind. People wouldn't like that, especially if they couldn't do anything about it. Arthur Morgan. Lucario. Dwight Schrute from The Office. Didn't he ask for a plague? Film theory. Dwight caused COVID-19. Captain Latin America. I approve it, bro. Luffy. Dumbledore. Danny DeVito. Well, he kinda. Never mind. Deadpool would be cool. I want a bit of more spice when I turn on the daily news. Optimus Prime. Dexter. You could give him a list of politicians RN. Arceus. Because that'd kick off an entire fictional universe or two and it'd be an absolute blast playing in our childhoods again. Gilda. I would like cartoon characters to be alive. Drive. Strange. Naofumi from The Rising of the Shield Hero. Or Goku. I just wish we had a situation like the Marvel Universe. I wish we had mutants and super beings in our existence. It would just make things more interesting. Real life in my opinion is a pretty do. Lines are fair. Count Dracula. Look. Vampires rule. Werewolves rule. Levi Ackerman. Crowman. I'm a crowman. Yoda. If he was alive I would have a friend who wields the Force and a lightsaber. He is also very wise and could give me advice, whether it be dating, career path, or schooling. Akino Himejima. Don't judge me. The genie from Aladdin. I just want one wish. Mai Sakurajima. Leslie Knope. It pains me that she is not a real person. Hermione Granger. I'd kill to be her friend. How has nobody said Light Yagami? Bruh, course this world could really use a large helping of Death Note morality reminders. Katara. Don't think there are really any fans of her, but Arita the Wild from Tales of the Abyss. Her parents and village died in a flood, so she's raised by monsters called Lighters until humans find her and make her the guardian of Jesus in their world basically. But they're basically just using her because she can communicate with animals. And she falls in love with him, but he dies and nobody tells her. But he was cloned and a close friend of Irita named Anis takes care of the new guy. But nobody tells her the truth, because they're scared she'll kill herself. BS I say. They should've helped her through it with therapy and reassurance. Also the main character kills the mommy Elijah that raises her. I just want to give her a hug, and want her to live somewhere not in her game. She is miserable, and not one person tries to grieve with her over that Elijah's death, or willing to tell her the truth about her love interest being dead. She dies with literally none of her problems being attempted at being actually resolved without even given the chance to mourn for her loved one's death. Just used for her animal powers. Harry Potter. Inspector Gadget. Bear is a thief from Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Didn't she blow up a bunch of people in a bombing? Rias Grammary. A version of me that is generally better in the aspects I want myself to be. So, basically the plot of some supernatural psychological horror, where your better doppelganger appears and takes over your life while you watch all your loved ones be happier for it. The Emperor of Mankind Warhammer 40k. The Emperor protects. Hagrid. Hes too cute. Kratos. So he could see himself in Fortnite and just go berserk. Got. Dr. Manhattan. Lucius Fox. Batman. Keanu Reeves. Karen from accounting. My protosona. Cause then I could be his boyfriend and play video games and watch TV on Slash with him. Anakin Skywalker or my Minecraft character in creative mode. Tony Stark. Supergirl. The world could use some hope, help and compassion for all. All of them. Let the chaos commence. Mick and Sumaki, or Tenko Chibishara. Tony Stark. Not for any Iron Man bullshit. Just because one person with comic book super science would basically fix most of the world's problems. Anything that can teach me super transformation or ultra instinct. The Judge from Blood Meridian. Nia. Not necessarily for lewd reasons. I just really like the idea of knowing Alania. Baby Yoda. Takumi Fujiwara from Initial D. Killer Zoldyck. Dwight Schrute. Shuichi Sehira. Taiga from Toradora. Practically any of the Danganronpa characters. Doom Guy. Superman of course. Moomin Rider. Best not to say in a non-NSFW environment. Optimus Prime. With 2020 being the shit show it is, it'd be nice to hear him make a speech to make it all better. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for more videos.